That one knocked me on my ass. It died.
You have to.
The pin died. Like literally, I woke up this morning. I rolled over to take my pre-morning. My eyes have opened. Hit off of it, and that second I pressed it, it just gave me the three red the red blinks of death, which means that it needed to be charged. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, man.
Well, that's like the last time you came over here. And,
oh, yeah, that's right.
And we had to wait half an hour to start podcasting because you were in no frame of mind to do it without your medication.
But I'm actually in a great frame of mind this morning because...
well, dude, I mean, we should send you to get donuts every morning. The Wendy's isn't cutting it. You need the donuts to.
This would be the first podcast
to put you in a pleasant mood.
This would be the first podcast without a pre-Denny's meal. I mean pre-Denny's, pre-Wendy's,
pre-Wendy's.
So
that's because they're not sponsoring you. You shouldn't be eating them.
So our local diner, Flashback Diner, has been closed since the outbreak, the pandemic, and we thought that they were gone forever. I started to see construction. The signage was taken down. They started kind of like removing furniture, and we were all convinced because they've only got like 3 or 4 locations in South Florida that they were done. Mm-hmm. And this morning when I woke up, I get a text from our biggest fan, Margaret Contreras, and my mother-in-law, who, by the way, absolutely loved those turkey burgers.
We should tell Anthony that.
Oh, all right. We're right off the bat. We're gonna give him a call. Okay.
Well, I'll give him a call. He may not answer because this is kind of like.
We could wait on the turkey burgers for him. I mean, we could put that.
Well, no, because I think he wants to be involved with the donut talk too.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
You could keep going though.
She texts the wife and I that there was a pop-up donut shop at the Flashback Diner. And I was like, well, fuck, man. That's at least a good role to go over there. And then we come to find out that pop-up shop is going to be a permanent location at an old McDonald's right next to Flashback. Even better news.
Yeah, that place is like literally next door. So, but it's just nice to know that there'll be a high-end donut shop, like within walking, close to within walking.
And let me
distance.
tell you something. Regardless of how the donuts turn out, that breakfast sandwich was fucking fantastic.
So it was just like whatever goes in a breakfast sandwich with
it was like
please leave your message for 8.
It was like this.
Fuck yourself.
It was like this thick cut, like candied bacon. It was eggs and cheddar cheese, which I usually don't like cheese on my sandwiches, but this shit was like really fresh and like freshly melted. Like they made it right there. But she just got the wife got a regular egg and cheese sandwich, and I got the bacon, egg, and cheese. And then they take their glazed donut, cut it in half, and use it as the bun, and it was fucking phenomenal. Like my arteries were actively fighting against me. I was so happy.
It's like those carnival burgers.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's fantastic, man. It's like one of those things where like, yeah, we're definitely going to make the most use out of that establishment when it opens sometime in the couple. She said the first 2-3 weeks of July. They're not really sure yet.
I'm so glad that they're renovating McDonald's because that immediately implies that they will have a drive-through.
Drive-through donuts would be incredible. Yeah,
especially if they got like a real limited menu.
Yeah,
then you don't have to go in and stare at a board, and we could do this every day on the way to work.
So we didn't know anything more about it. She shared an article. I kind of perused it, and I'm like, okay, this guy's opened up a bunch of locations. Like,
I read it.
Yeah.
I read the whole thing. Only because I was curious what's going to happen to the diner.
Yeah.
Also,
So that got answered to me. So we got to the diner. There was about a line of about 15 people that we stood behind. The first woman to come out the door had like 4 boxes of fucking donuts, and I went... I just wanted to scream like, hey, you fat bitch, save some of the fucking water for the rest of the fish in the sea. Fucking Davie represent, man. Jesus Christ.
Maybe she runs an orphanage or something.
A lot of fucking kids, man. So we're waiting in line. And I think we waited in line maybe a good 15, 20 minutes before we got in the door. Right before we got in the door, the 2 guys in front of us were talking this entire time about breakfast. And I didn't think anything of it until we got near the door, and the guy's like, I don't know, man. They seem really kind of busy. Do you just want to go to Denny's instead? And my ears perked up. I'm like, what? And the guy's like, oh, no, man, I really like Flashback, you know, because I really want to get some hot sticks. And I'm like,
So they don't even know there's a donut.
they don't fucking have any idea about the pop-up donut shop. They think Flashback reopened.
Uh-huh.
We're sitting right by the front fucking door. You can look in and see there's no booths.
There's no dining in there.
No, there's no dining.
Even for the pop-up shop.
So I go, guys, did you come here for breakfast? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, this is a pop-up donut shop. Flashback's been closed since the pandemic, and they're not going to, who knows when they're going to reopen. They might never reopen. He's like, and you can see like the guy, because now we all wearing masks outside, so you can see in his eyes just kind of drop because he was really looking forward to whatever the fuck he wanted to order. And he's like, I guess we got to go to Denny's now. And they'd been waiting in line like 15, 20 minutes, same as us. Didn't think to ask anybody any questions, nothing. Just assumed cars in the parking lot meant Flashback Diner was open.
So you didn't pitch to them since you've waited 15 minutes, get some donuts?
Well, it was funny because I'm like, but I hear.
Or after that lady left with 4 boxes,
Oh,
were you a little nervous that someone was going to cut the supply chain before you on one of them before you?
100% was worried I was gonna look at a menu and they were gonna have a bunch of gourmet donuts I couldn't give a fuck about, but they'd have that one like chocolate ganache. What do you know the fuck? Really good donut. And I'm like, and that like the 420 donut from Mojo's or something. And I would go in there and go, oh, sorry, the lady 10 minutes ago got the last few. I'm like, give me your fucking address
Or
their license plate.
Like what Blake said, the person right ahead of you takes like the last 10 of them or something.
Fucking short clothesline that bitch to hell, taking my fucking donut. So we go inside and Flashback has been. They had like free mineral water outside, like seltzer water. Like bottled seltzer water. The guy's like, free, take it, you know? And it just all it's doing is cleansing your palate for, I guess, the donut treasures inside. So we go inside.
Does mineral water make you more thirsty?
I don't fucking know. I just know I can't drink that shit. I don't drink that seltzer water garbage. I can't do it. My fucking wife and her hint of flavor fucking LaCroix.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I can't do
those
that
are
shit.
awful.
But I just can't do any of that seltzer shit. So anyway.
But I picture that the LaCroix people would just have a bunch of those soda water gimmicks.
Yeah.
You know, the ones you order online. And they're making it that way.
I just feel as if, like, LaCroix takes whatever, like, flavor they want. And, like, the packet comes like, hey, use 3 tablets for full flavor. And they cut 1 tablet in half, throw the half in there, and just sit it down the line.
I feel like they swish it in their mouth first and spit it in there.
Hey, man. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. And the people that drink White Claw are monsters. They're straight up monsters.
I've never had one.
And if the coronavirus takes anyone from this planet, take the people that fucking support White Claw. Fuck those fucking people. Anyway, back to my story.
Let's verge out of wishing death on people for a minute.
So we go in, and they're only allowing, like, I think 3 groups at a time. One group will order some of the breakfasty items that they have to cook in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And ring up. So, and they'll wait. One group will be ordering, and one group will be waiting to order. Listen, pretty good system.
It sounds efficient.
It was pretty efficient. So we got up to order, and as we're ordering, I asked the lady. I was like, it's a shame about Flashback, man. I've been at this place since it was Lums. It's like, I'm sad to see it go.
Because you didn't read the article.
I didn't read the article
where
at all.
It said they're reopening at the same time that the pop-up donut shop is going to reopen next door.
All the information that was readily available to me an hour beforehand? No, I read none of that.
Which was brilliant because they're going to get such a rub from all these people coming for donuts. They're going to see Flashback. They go, oh, this place looks nice, especially if they've never been there. And then they can come visit. When they go next time to get donuts next door, they'll see this fucking place is open.
And really, from a marketing standpoint, it's genius because now everyone knows Flashback's coming back. And locally, it was on all the Davie News. Apparently, who the fuck I know?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Only people that are paying attention to local Davie News are like 60 plus.
I may be their king, but I listen to none of my.
So anyway, you said it's a shame about Flashback.
It's a shame about Flashback, and she goes, "Oh, we'll be reopened in like 2-3 weeks. She took this time to do a major renovation, new floors, new this and that."
Did you not see the work being done?
I did.
But you thought it was for like a new owner.
I thought it was for the new owner. I'm looking around. I'm like, it's a sad thing about Flashback, but it looks like they're doing something. She goes, oh no, we're just
at least we'll be able to eat here in some capacity.
And I was like, and the full menu's coming back? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, the Ollie Burger? She goes, yeah. I was like, oh, thank God.
Did you ask about the holy cannoli pancakes?
For
Anthony.
I I did not, but she assured me. She goes, all our menu items are coming back. We're not changing anything. And that because my next question was going to be like, are you going to have salsa?
Oh, do you want a tangent into that?
No. All right, so
We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that. So we pay. I get a full dozen, some for the in-laws. And sitting in front of me is a tuxedo donut, which is like a black and white cookie, but in donut form.
Which doesn't explain why it's called a tuxedo donut.
Oh, it looks like a tuxedo. It's got a big giant bow tie.
Not just, I mean, I get that you could say a half chocolate, half white or vanilla or whatever you want to call it, frosted thing could hint towards a tuxedo.
Yeah.
But this one, actually, it's got like a bow tie, which it looks like it's made of a cookie or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen.
And little pins, like chocolate dots coming down from.
It's very fancy.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a tuxedo.
And it's their most expensive donut.
Well, because it looks like it has the most work.
The most work into it. I've got a peanut butter and jelly donut, which basically looks like a kind of Nutella top here with I guess almonds with a little bit of
shaved almonds,
little shaved almonds and some glaze on it. But I don't even know what to expect with that.
This should have been our first video podcast.
I mean, we could post pictures of these donuts.
Oh, don't worry.
I've got a regular glazed, which I've already kind of had because I had the sandwich.
Right.
And if that's any indication, fucking this.
But let me ask you something, because I saw some of the prices. What did that glazed donut cost on its own?
Like $2-3.
That's a lot of money for a fucking glazed donut.
I think the idea is you don't go in there just to buy one fucking thing.
But I understand. But what if you went and got a dozen glazed donuts? They're $3 a piece. Holy fuck! Unless it was a deal for.
Yeah, we got 10%. We got 10% off if we got a dozen.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper it. That's a lot.
So I ordered a dozen donuts.
Anyone that doesn't have like artistry and like a complication of ingredients on it, glazed or that cinnamon dusted one you got there,
the cinnamon dusted.
I mean, $3.
That was $3 for the cinnamon dusted.
Honestly,
one as well.
that's go fuck your mother prices right there. Like if that's all they served and they were $3 a piece, I'd say go fuck your mother, turn around. And leave. But they have fancy ones. So.
Yeah, they have fancy ones, and then the cinnamon donuts. I got 4 donuts here. I have not tried them yet. I've only had the sandwich. I was going to try them live during podcast. We'll wait till AJ can jump on.
He might not have called back. Fuck.
We'll tell the one story, then we'll jump back to this.
Which story?
The salsa story, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, the Ale House El Fuckery. Although I don't really want to shoot on him because I think you got a response that may translate to some kind of free shit for us. So we're not going to talk shit about Ale House. Ale House, you're good people as long as you fall through and help us out.
Fuck them.
No mozzarella stick garbage.
Look, he changed.
Fucking motherfuckers.
No. So I'm going to say
that's horseshit.
Okay, from the because I've known that place since they came into existence.
Yeah.
The Ale House here in Davie. It used to be, I think before it was Ale House, I think it was the Black Eyed Pea. This is how my
Holy
dude.
fuck.
I'll remember restaurants. Any names of faces and that stuff? No, but restaurant. It was a Black Eyed Pea, and then
I don't remember shit, but food. Never forget food.
Exactly. So the Ale House, Davie Ale House. It's called like the chain's called Miller's Ale House or whatever.
Who is Miller, by the way? Because he's a rich man.
Maybe with the decline lately of these places, maybe he's pouring bad money after good, but or good money after bad. I don't know which way it goes, but but so over the years, this place has just been on a slight decline for the last 15.
Thank you, Twin Peaks.
No, it's not. Listen, competition moves in next door. You step up your game. You don't cut back on your fucking portions and cut items off your menu and you know what I mean.
You don't hire some of the gargoyles that work there.
Well, I mean, that may not be an option because the good places are going to hire the good girls because if your business is down, they're not going to want to work there. But but since like the 90s, like the late 90s when it became that place, it's just been on a slow decline. The late 90s, early 2000s was their heyday. They had drink specials. They didn't have competition next door on each side. Used to, like on Thursday nights, so you would take 10 minutes to get from the front door to the bathroom in the back.
Is that before or after Mike Hudak worked there?
Oh, it's way before.
Oh, okay.
And
I just wanted to like.
I don't think he ever worked at that one.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I don't remember.
I just wanted to know if the draw was because of him or not.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
And it was the drink.
I was
specials.
trying to help a buddy out, trying to put him over.
Fuck him. And so I mean, it used to be like, because we're by the Miami Dolphins training center.
Although
you'd see all the Miami Dolphins there. You'd see the coaches there, not just during the day after like training camp, but like at night you'd see like, because these guys were all kind of young and not all married off and stuff. So you'd see like, I mean, not always the big names, but sometimes you'd see like a Zach Thomas there holding court or a Cleo Lemon.
Remember, I kind
whatever.
of experienced that once. Not at Ale House. We went to Longhorn, which again is right there.
Right.
And this is when I was, pretty much the best shape I was in, and everyone thought the people there thought I was thought I was Stonebeard from the team that year.
Oh,
You were there.
I vaguely remember this.
We would walk in and everyone at fucking Longhorn just started staring at me. Well, I didn't even realize it. I'm just like, there seems to be eyes on me, but I'm like, that's just me being paranoid, and more than likely, I'm also high. So that's just an after effect. I must have taken an extra hit. And then it was Natalia, it was you, it was someone was like, everyone's looking at you. And I look around, I'm like, everyone is looking at me. Why is everyone staring at me? I look at my shirt, my clothes. I'm looking around. I'm trying to like, why would anyone be staring at me? And then I realized, I think you pointed it out. Or it was either you or Kevin or like, they might think you're a Miami Dolphin. Because that was the year that Stonebeard worked for them. And he looked like me. We
played for them.
We played for them, and we looked alike. And considering the only picture of him or you would see is on a field with a helmet and everything, you could easily make that distinction. There could be 10 people that look like
I don't know
him.
I don't know if anyone had an idea what he looked like. I think you just looked big.
Yeah, I was like 250 or some shit. I was fucking huge. God damn those days. I'm about to be 250 again, just completely different. And way more fun way, actually.
Completely different 250. Welcome to the club.
But okay, so back to the heyday of Ale House and your history with them and the fuckery that has just recently.
Yeah, because that Longhorn thing didn't translate into free food, which is the only reason.
Which is an odd night because I never felt like that before.
The only reason to take advantage of a mistaken identity.
Yeah. I'll be like a shitty third string fucking football player if that'll get me free food.
But so over the years, like all the good things about the Ale House have gone away.
Yeah.
They axed the Miller's steak sandwich. They just had the Philly cheesesteak now. They got rid of chicken parm, which was like mine and Anthony's favorite dish.
I forgot they had chicken parm. Shit.
They had those enormous fucking chicken parms. And they also had the chicken parm sandwich. And what you would do is instead of getting the sandwich, because that was like a thinner cut for some reason, because I don't know, whatever. You would just order the chicken parm dinner, and instead of like the linguine or whatever came on, you just asked for more garlic bread to make it into a sandwich. It was like
what a cheater ass move.
That was one of my brilliant hacks to have a better chicken parm sandwich. And so
fucking what a work.
Yeah. But over the years, and then like, when they start getting into like the portions are getting smaller, or the like when I got the Philly cheesesteak yesterday, it seemed like the amount you would put in half a sandwich, but they put it in a full sandwich.
Yeah.
And then it's like a small handful of fries instead of they used to have just a ton of fries. Just everything shaving everywhere they can, little by little, chipping away, losing menu items. Every time it's a menu item that disappears, it's my go-to favorite thing.
Yeah.
And then okay, well then this is good. Nope, now that's going. Fuck you. So I was in a bad mood yesterday. My back was hurting anyways. I get sore backs when I eat carbohydrates. It's an inflammation thing. So I'm like, fuck it. If I'm going to be in this much pain, I may as well earn it. So I got a Philly cheesesteak, came with fries, all these carbs. It fucked me up. I woke up this morning, I had to take all kinds of fucking acetaminophen and Tylenol and whatever. But
you might be the first person I've ever heard just acetaminophen.
Well, it's a painkiller. It doesn't do permanent damage to you. Tylenol is bad for you.
Yeah.
Aspirin, they're like, so whatever. Yeah. So I did some research.
I took my acetaminophen.
I may not appear to be healthy, but I try to make healthy choices where I can. So
okay, so
I ate it and I posted the sandwich was fine. It just
Yeah.
was a little thin. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There wasn't a lot in it. So I posted on Instagram, and I kind of cut a promo. I'm like, listen, the meal was fine, but you guys just keep fucking sliding down the slide of cutting here, cutting there, removing all our favorite dishes, blah blah blah. And so they got back to me on Instagram. They're like, well, let's have a further discussion of this. All I care about is because I said you're dead to me. They're like, you're done. Oh, I also made the Facebook post where I was like, because we went there and you, me, and your brother all individually had in our mind that we're going to get the fried mozzarella there because long story short, they're shaped differently. They get them from a different vendor. They taste really good. Whatever.
They're just fantastic.
We like them.
Yeah.
And of course, the guy's like, oh, we're not serving those anymore. Like, I guess store-wide, company-wide, like maybe their distributor doesn't carry them, or who the fuck knows? Who cares? It's like
coronavirus took our mozzarella sticks from us.
And then you asked for salsa later.
I asked for fucking salsa. I got my spinach dip, which they kept in the fucking reheat because I had to leave
well,
for
that's
about
not
20 minutes.
That's not their fault.
No, that's not their fault.
And
That's
it was
not their fault.
I want some credit here.
Yeah.
I was very thoughtful of me to say, hey, go put this back under the lights so that you don't come back to an ice cold fucking thing.
It was thoughtful, Ben.
So you know what? You're welcome. Anyways, back to the story. So the guy's like, oh, we don't carry salsa.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said.
No,
right?
he said, yeah, we're sorry. He says something like, hey, sorry, man. We're not carrying salsa anymore either.
And
like,
then he also, but also said like my bad. I'm like, well, what do you have to
my
do?
bad. He's like, you want some pico de gallo? And I'm like, no.
Pico and salsa. They have nachos on the menu. I assume they still have nachos on the menu.
See, now I don't know, man.
I assume, but you would think that they comes with salsa, but maybe not. Maybe just the pico.
I was half expecting to have a conversation.
To me, it's close enough, pico and salsa, but I feel like that's a cilantro difference for you.
Because my go-to is the Mountain Melt at Ale House. And after he said no to mozzarella sticks, I was like, well, what am I going to have? And I thought
that's what I thought.
I thought myself to like one moment I was like, hey man, just get the fucking just go ahead and grab the fucking Mountain Melt. You know you want it, but then I realized that all I've been eating for the past 2 days was empanadas. Because
that's another. This is gonna be an all food podcast.
Yeah, an all food podcast.
We're gonna pin on that one too.
So I was like,
you literally
high on empanadas.
Like for 48 hours had only had
empanadas,
like 7 empanadas or something.
And 1 Jamaican beef patty.
But to me, it's the same thing.
Oh,
it's pastry with meat in it, right?
It's pastry with meat in it.
Okay, so go ahead.
The taste is nice.
Of course.
So
I feel like it tastes better with the marker dot on it.
Yeah. So I wasn't hungry enough, and besides which, I legitimately had this conversation. I'm like, if there's no mozzarella sticks, there's now a 50-50 chance he's going to tell me that they can't make the Mountain Melt. Which my only question afterwards would be, or 2 questions would be, well, do you have the zingers? Well, yeah, okay.
Do you have fries?
Fries? Yeah.
So put one on the other. Melt some fucking cheese on it.
So we can't combine those two somehow?
Right.
Did the coronavirus take away your ability to add? I mean, I knew that conversation was like there was a chance it could happen. And the day we had, I was like, you know what? After this week, I'm not doing it. I was like, you know what? Just give me the fucking spinach dip. It's becoming my new go-to. And besides which, like, man, when you combine that fucking salsa with the fucking spinach, the spinach, and so good, so good. And then, of course, I get called away for a job because we were in the middle of this work hours, and so I left for like 20 minutes. By the time I came back, I was fucking frustrated.
By the way, that call away was bullshit, but we'll leave work stuff because there's a lot of bullshit work stuff that we're not.
Yeah, no, I don't talk about. We don't talk about work stuff. We don't do that here.
No. We don't do that here.
We don't do it here. But so yeah, Ale House, man, a little disappointed. However, in Miramar, West Miramar of all places, Ben and I, we found a gym.
Oh, are you?
And
wait.
And it goes with your theory.
Am I not? Are we done with the Ale House?
I mean, unless you have anything else to say.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of traction on my post on Facebook where I was like, I think it was like, you no longer offer mozzarella sticks or fuck it, salsa. And then I said, Ale House, you're dead to me.
I mean,
I got a lot of people that were like,
Chili's took away their mozzarella sticks for a long time, and that was not good. So,
dude, if Arby's can fucking sell you mozzarella sticks, I think a restaurant can handle it.
bro, the Burger King ones weren't bad. I remember we had this discussion. I'm a huge mozzarella stick person, by the way. But Ben and I had this discussion.
I'm always surprised when you don't get them. Somewhere.
Actually, I don't even want to say we had a discussion. You were admonishing me. You were basically like, listen, it's fucking cheese. It's fried. It's all the same, because I was telling the difference between mozzarella sticks in some places. And as long as it's fucking, the cheese is gooey, it's a fucking mozzarella stick. And you're just you're basically doing the thing you do with what we do all the time, where you're just calling me ridiculous. I am ridiculous, but I wanted to prove a point when like 2-3 weeks ago, I was at Burger King and I just grabbed a thing of mozzarella sticks. It's like, let's fucking see. I want to show Ben this is bad. No, they were fantastic. They were fantastic.
So that backfired.
They probably cost about 15 fucking cents to make.
You played yourself.
Yeah, I played myself because they were fucking good. Now, as long as they, like you said, as long as they come out gooey, we're good.
Right. No, nobody wants like stiff cheese.
A fucking brick of cheese.
Right.
No,
stiff cheese, cold
that.
cheese. Fuck that.
No, fuck that nonsense. So yeah.
That gets thrown back in your face.
Yeah, but Chili's went back on this, and fucking Ale House, the reckoning. And you're already losing.
Well,
the war.
I'm gonna be a Karen today and write a fucking letter.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna write a long, because everything we talked about, I'm gonna go back through the history and be like, you took away my sandwich, you took away my chicken parm, you took away this, you took away that.
Showing them what a long-time customer you are.
A history.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, a history. I'm going to create a
name
timeline,
names?
a history. I'm going to lay it all out and show the erosion, the quality erosion I've been experiencing as a loyal customer is at this, for me to have drawn the line. Now, and
I was going to say, is mozzarella sticks, is that it? Is that the straw that broke the camel's back?
I don't know. But you know what? All I'm angling for is free food. I just
want a coupon, man.
I want a $50 gift certificate or gift card or whatever. Dude, listen, at the end of the day, they're dead to me.
Yeah.
Unless they throw me a bone here. I mean, at least they have fucking plastic straws. At least they're not. They haven't sunk that low yet. I'm just,
Ben checks for straws at restaurants like men check for STDs on fucking horse.
No. What do you mean check? How do you not know?
You just, you fucking gotta lift the hood, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not putting my mouth on a fucking cup.
No, but
it's not even checking. I know.
It's like a roulette thing. It's like a gambling thing. Like every time we take the straws out, we're like, well, let's see.
Right. Because that'll get you on the no-fly list faster than anything. Handing me a paper straw.
Seeing your reaction to being given and receiving a paper straw, it's like someone sent you like a human ear.
The feel on your lips
like,
is no, because the texture on your lips is intolerable. You're not used to that wet paper shit.
I use a metal straw for my drinks at the house, and
I couldn't sigh any louder.
It's convenient. I can wash it. I don't have to keep going through straws.
It doesn't feel right, does it?
It doesn't, man.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't. Because, like in a straw, like, you just bite down just a little bit. And the metal one, I'm like, I'm not going to lose my teeth if I do this shit. So we're not doing that. And it's just, it's cold. There's no soul to it. Mm-hmm. It's no good, man. It's no good.
There's nothing.
No
replacement.
Nothing like one of those crinkle, the straws with the crinkle that you can adjust. The bendy straws.
Oh, the bendies?
Yeah. I mean, those are the best straws, man. Those are the best straws.
I just like the best straw doesn't have to bend, but it has to be like kind of thick and stiff.
It has to be.
It has to be like the McDonald's ones.
Yeah.
Dunkin' has a good one. Dunkin's got a beautiful one with that orange with the pink pinstripes. Oh, what a straw!
You could you can use it for like a fucking week. It's fucking. It's got the integrity of it.
It's what a straw has to do. Not only is be plastic so it feels right in your mouth, but it has to stand up to a little bit of chew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you start to, like, chomp on it a little bit and it gets wrecked, you may as well be sucking on paper. But you get one that could take just a little bit of bite to it and still perform as a straw. Now we're talking. Now we're in business.
So, worst straw nightmare. Straw breakage right underneath between the liquid and the top of the fucking thing. It's right when it breaks right there.
Yep.
Like if it breaks at the bottom,
Yeah.
you know you it's going to be all right. Or if it breaks in the middle, but if it breaks
as long as it's submerged,
but if
you
it
can still maintain
but
suction.
where it breaks, it's roughly kind of right in the middle. But right there, man, that's the fucking worst ever.
And
man.
that's when you don't if the plastic isn't thick enough or firm enough. That's where you'll get that when you do a little bit of bite or when you bend it over. For whatever, because it's not bendy, but for whatever reason, you bend it anyways to kind of come towards your mouth over the lip, you know. Yeah, you got to think about it. You don't think these things are important
until you get a paper straw in your hand.
Until you realize how important they are. And it'll come one day. It'll come. You'll realize how important it is. So where were we going with that? Because I kind of stayed on the straws, but...
where did we originate?
Where were we headed? No, where were we headed with that? Cause I felt like we all
Empanadas, man.
Oh, that place. Yeah. So
the Oasis in Miramar.
let me set this up. So I always gave the skeptical fucking side eye to my boss, Tony, that I used to work for in West Palm Beach, but he knew every fucking place to eat. Whether it was a gas station kitchen or some sports bar or whatever. And so going around with him for 8 months or whatever I worked for him, we hit some really good spots that I've taken you to when we were in West Palm Beach. And they were validated. They were a second party, comes in giving the same skeptical I give to a fucking convenience store or restaurant. Basically, like a convenience store, and then you're surprised that they're cooking food in the back, and then the food is phenomenal.
Yeah, because you always tell yourself like they're cooking food, but are they?
Right,
that food's not edible.
That's the place I took you to, the Forest Grill. Yeah, sold me on the idea of this going forward, and when you went, you were sold on it.
I don't care if that shit was dog meat; it was fantastic.
Right. So when I was fasting for 5 days, and we were in, how far up were we? Was that
Belle Glade?
No.
Or Jupiter. And I went into the Chevron, and the fucking smell of whatever chicken they were cooking hit me in the face like a 10-inch dick swinging it and hit me in the cheek. It woke me up, and I was like, all right, guess I'm done fasting. Give me 3 of those. And they gave me 4. And I was just sitting in the truck as you were driving, eating them, humming to myself. It was so satisfying.
That's how happy I was. I was subconsciously humming while I was eating. Plus, I was coming off a 4.5 day fast. So that may have skewed the reaction to the food and the smell and whatever. But so... I'm kind of like I've come around to like ordering from gas stations when they have food in them. I used to think, oh, this will get you food poisoning faster than, licking the street outside.
It must be the easiest way, short of like licking a toilet seat.
But no, some of these places, they have some people that can really make some good food.
And that's true, because when I was in Gainesville, we had this barbecue place at a gas station, and it was some of the best barbecue I've ever had in my life.
Right.
It was fantastic. Right. It's the only other place other than Texas that I've gotten brisket that I've really liked.
Right.
So yeah. So like those hidden gems at the gas stations, you got to pay attention to those, man. It's worth like dipping a toe in. Buy something small. See what it feels like.
I don't. I just fucking.
No. You don't.
I'm a deep end guy now.
Well, you and me are the same, because we'll get like, let's get the full rack. Full baby rack there with 4 sides.
It's like you got ribs and fucking whatever from a Chevron. Like,
and you see like you might see like a roach just in the corner, but you're like, nah, I didn't see that. Let's get this meal going. Right. Nah, I'm good.
Right.
It's a gas station. It's got to be good. We go all in. But for everybody else out there that don't have the stomachs and the constitutions that we do, just buy something small.
I don't think we have the stomachs or the constitutions. We just have the
Daddy,
we
I
just
got
have
Crohn's.
Dude, we have the Christopher Columbus spirit of adventure when it comes to it.
85% less mortality rate in Native Americans when we go around there.
Right, exactly.
Columbus was a little bit of a storm of death and destruction.
This is true. We don't bring disease everywhere we go and violence and guns. So this is true.
This is our land now.
Maybe it was a bad comparison, especially with
Recent events here, man.
yeah.
I don't want to be the Christopher Columbus of anything.
Let's say we respect the indigenous population of every gas station we go to.
And what's great is gas station is truly it's one of those places where like it's true diversity because like and nobody judges. You're in a gas station, you don't have time to judge anybody, you don't have time to nothing.
And if you do, you get the taste lot out of your
mouth.
Like that white lady on.
Yeah, that's right. Holy shit. Yeah, people don't have time for that shit, man. They're just when you go to a gas station, what do you just go in there, buy your shit, and leave. Nobody wants
maybe pee.
Yeah, nobody's there to judge. None of that nonsense. And the food is good.
The only time I get judgmental, there's 2 times. When some asshole is literally playing that scratch-off game shit.
Ooh.
Where it's like they're buying them, scratching them, getting more, scratching them right there on the counter. That person needs to drown themselves. Second is the guy who wants a certain flavor of Skol, and they're like, and the ladies in back has no idea, and it's like, no, to the left, down a shelf, blah, 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 and you're waiting, and it's like fucking hunt and peck and whatever. Anything that kind of slows progress at the fucking checkout line.
So I agree with you there, except there's one exception to that. These people used to be on those, the people that would be real specific about their cigarette orders.
Well, it's just that's all the same thing.
No, it's not though, because
chewing tobacco,
because
cigarettes.
like chewing tobacco is still really prevalent. But like, I think we can both agree, like, cigarette smoking over the last 20 years has curbed fucking tremendously.
I want the Virginia Slims. No, the ones with the menthol.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
So
no, the red box, not the green box.
That used to be fucking one of my biggest pet peeves.
To me, it's the same thing as the tobacco.
But now it happens
Copenhagen.
so rarely.
Skull,
it happens so rarely with the cigarettes that when it does, and I'm behind, I'm like, huh. It's like looking into the past.
Right. You're feeling nostalgia.
Yeah. It makes but like the Skull, I'm right there with you because plenty of people still fucking chew, which is insane to me.
Okay. So now another side story before we get to the gas station. My old roommate, Dan, used to dip all the time.
That's disgusting.
And not only did he dip all the time, but he had the little like Zephyr Hills water bottles. And he would just have these like with like an inch of like spitooey in them, and they'd just be all over the fucking place.
Jesus Christ, man.
All over the fucking place. I would literally like once every 2 or 3 days just have to do a roundup. I just gather them all up and throw them. Now, that's bad enough. But if you wanted to hop in his fucking pickup truck to go somewhere,
it's all coated in it.
No, it was just a mountain of spit bottles.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, they're all capped up. But there's just like there would literally be like 20 of them. You would have to move out of your way, off your seat, out of the well where your legs go, to be like, dude. And you're just, it's fine. They're all capped off. Nothing's gonna spill on you unless like you sit on it and crush it.
Except every time that you stare at a fucking bottle, but you know that it got filled up.
But but you're skeeved out because it's someone's spit flavored with tobacco.
Jesus Christ.
I
can understand, dude. I can understand a lot. I can't understand people that do chew. I can't understand it, man. And I don't even want to like listen to it because it's like, nah, we've all moved on here. We're all the Confederacy's going away, people.
Says the guy with the fucking the vape oils, and it's the same shit.
What are you talking about, brother?
It's the same.
This is 100% healthy. It's just what God grew from the ground. Processed with a bunch of chemicals that we created.
Talk to me.
Made into a liquid, unnatural, of course.
I can't wait.
Shoved into a product that I'm sure there's some kind of... Yeah, listen,
I can't wait to rename this podcast Popcorn Lung with Marco Salvino in a few years.
This podcast is going to turn into a GoFundMe for new lungs.
Where you're talking through the hole in your neck.
Ha ha ha. Oh God.
So where was that?
We were on the so we were on the true diversity, how
Turnpike and Red Road, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Turnpike on Red Road.
There's a Shell gas station.
A Shell gas station just north of the Turnpike.
And what was weird was there was a distributor truck there for Heaven Foods and whatever, blah blah blah. It was like and then I realized that inside the restaurant or the whatever was called Heaven, blah blah blah. I forget the.
It's just a bunch of Cuban women.
And again, we walked in there, and it was a big gas station with a long stretch, and I looked at, and I didn't smell food. It wasn't like a predominant smell.
No, you really don't. That's right.
But as I was walking to the other end to go use the restroom, I looked to my right, and there was this long stretch. It was all food in glass cases. It wasn't just like a menu and they go cook it. There was a lot of prepared food sitting in like warming trays. There was a whole bakery section. I was like, oh my God.
And I didn't give it a second glance until I saw you.
I caught it in my right eye as I was going to the left to go use the bathroom. When I came out, I made a beeline to investigate. And as I got closer, my eyes got wider, and I'm like, I got to eat something here. I got to. And I was dieting, and so I wasn't eating breads and all that shit. But they had so I got a ham omelet, ham and cheese omelet, and next to it was bacon. So I said, I'll throw some bacon in there. And then right next to that were sausages. And since I know the word for sausage in Spanish, salchicha, because I get this shit all the time from these gas stations. She went to grab the little links, like the ones that you heat and serve. I said, no, those chorizos over there are the big ones. That first day.
And while you did that.
It was so much food that I gave you and Jeff
the bacon,
some of the bacon,
which was just,
dude, it was thick. It was because I know you get the bacon jerky.
Yeah,
it's what bacon jerky should be.
It is 100%.
Super thick, still crispy,
soft. Like it was crispy, but it was soft.
Well, the soft parts, like the parts that don't crisp up, that are usually super soggy, disgusting.
There was just a little bit of crunch to it.
There was a little crunch and chew to it.
I mean, it
was way better than the texture of bacon jerky.
100%. No. There's not even there's no comparison between the two because, it was crunchy, soft, chewy. Every quality. You almost had the hint of ham. It was that thick cut.
Right.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
And then in the omelet, the ham in that was thick cut.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to just be that shaved deli bullshit. No, dude. This was like you cook a fucking chunk of ham in the back and slice it by hand. And I was like, wow, so good.
And while you got that, I got a Jamaican beef patty and a beef empanada.
Right.
Because I'm looking for, they only had the one beef patty because I usually, when we usually stop at Publix and I usually get donuts.
And the important thing about those is that don't get them unless they have the fucking magic marker dot.
Yeah, you gotta have the dot.
The red one's for spicy, right?
Yeah.
It's got a red marker dot on it. And the green, is that just to signify not spicy?
Yeah, not spicy. Okay.
I didn't know if that was like veggie or something or chicken or something like that.
So I usually get them at Publix. Publix does a phenomenal job with their stuff.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah.
It's just we weren't at Publix and I was like, oh man, I'll get a Jamaican beef patty. And I'm like, man, you know what? This one time I had a beef empanada, I liked it and I was hungry enough. I'm like, yeah, I'll get a beef empanada.
I'm gonna shock you here.
What?
I have no idea what the difference is. I just know it's meat in a pastry.
Empanadas have olives chopped up and grilled with
the ground meat or whatever,
and it's so much good. Oh my god! the flavor.
This is twice now on this podcast that we've whispered.
I know,
to emphasize a point.
It's listen, man. Good food is better than good sex most times.
Oh, listen. And if you could have an eclair on the fucking nightstand next to your bed, like George Costanza, or whatever the fuck it was it an eclair? No, he ate an eclair out of garbage.
Yeah.
What was it? It was like a sandwich. It was like a deli sandwich with mustard and shit.
Jesus. So
he said, combine the two. That's the way to go.
That's the way to go. 100%. So we get in the truck, and I remember I ate the beef patty, and I went to Jamaican beef patty. I'm like, That was damn good Jamaican beef patty.
Can I voice a gripe here?
Sure.
When we get in the truck and we're eating in the truck, you have this habit of as soon as you're done, firing it up and start to drive. While I'm in the back, or like in the front the first time, in the back the second time.
Yeah.
With this, where you've got the thing that's like hold in your hand and eat, and it's very neat and contained.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here.
You've got a whole plate.
I've got a styrofoam container that I'm balancing on my knees as I got my knees pushed together. Fork and knife, and I drown it in hot sauce that I steal from Wawa, by the way, and keep with me for these situations.
Hashtag thanks Wawa.
Yeah, fuck it, hey man. They got a good hot sauce. They got plenty of it out there for me to stuff in my pockets. I'm a spending customer anyways at Wawa, so I'm just grabbing some hot sauce, and then I have it for like when I have a delicious omelet and they don't have hot sauce at their place. So as soon as you're raring to go and I'm sliding around trying to keep this shit from ending up on me, and I'm still trying to cut food and eat it, and so that's why the second I'm like, listen, motherfucker, we're sitting here till I'm done, not when you're done.
Yeah, I can be impatient sometimes.
So yeah, you had the two empanadas.
No. I had the empanada, and I had the Jamaican beef patty.
Oh, that.
And then I'm like, all right, I'll eat and then the empanada. And I was like, man, okay, a little bit of empanada will be whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get like 2 bites in, and I'm like, something magical is happening.
Your eyes rolled back in your head.
Something magical is
happening. I could hear it from the
And the first 2 bites were just majority crust with just enough, you get a teaser of what's to come. And I was like, in the first 2 bites, I'm like, this is really fucking good. So I take the good bite, the big bite, not from the crust side of the empanada, but from the fatty side with all the meat.
Mm-hmm. You bit into the body, is what you're saying.
Jesus Christ, Ben, that was a fucking amazing moment. And when you're not expecting to be thrilled. You just want to be like in the morning. Usually, if we're eating like this, it's because we're fucking hungry. So it's like
I was planning on not eating all day.
Yeah,
I was gonna fast that day and eat the next day. We walked in there. I saw that food. Every fucking good intention I had
was out the window
towards my lifestyle choices. The only things I didn't do was eat carbs that day, but that's because they had bacon, about like a quarter of an inch thick, and
So I wasn't expecting anything, man. And then after
dude, I wish that place was
like
right
down
here
the
on the
street.
corner I could walk to every
day.
day.
I'd be a health hazard. I'd be in the hospital. I realized so I ate like we mentioned before. I like 8 empanadas.
I mentioned to you, I said
48
any
hours.
call within this area, we're taking those calls from now on.
Ben, when I finished that fucking empanada, I was starstruck. Like we went to the call that we were by.
This is the biggest blessing in disguise.
Yeah, and the place turned us away because the paperwork wasn't finalized,
and they had a schedule for the next day.
And there was a scheduling conflict where they thought it was the next day. Fine, whatever. But what did I say?
None of that is our fault.
But what did I say when we left? I'm like, I'm gonna go get 2 more goddamn empanadas.
Right.
And I did.
We turned right around, went right back to that gas station.
No, I'm so sorry. I bought 3.
No, you did.
I bought 3 because I ate 1 and I saved the other 2 for later. Because I'm like, I'm going to enjoy these later when I can be home, when I can be high, and when I can be comfortable. Because fuck yeah, man, that's how good these things were. I was like, nah, I gotta try these in peak settings, bro. I fucking microwaved them, fucking popped them out. They were so fucking good. The next day, we had to go back to do the call,
and I said to you, this is the biggest silver lining ever.
Yeah. That
this whole fucking call got fucked up, and we have to come back because now we can hit that place again.
I bought 4 more.
It made the whole day worth. I was like, it's Friday. I know things are going to get complicated. Things always get fucked up and complicated on Friday. It doesn't matter. Everything's going to be worth it because we get to go back to this fucking place.
And
see if it's not an abnormality.
Yeah, and side note to that, I had gotten 1 of the chicken empanadas. And I'm not a big chicken, chicken and shit. I'm not really big into that. It's gotta be beef, really. Like when I get a croquette, I get like a beef and pork croquette. I don't get the fucking chicken. I'm not a fan.
You don't get the jamon?
No.
The ham croqueta?
But when I ate that fucking chicken and empanada, I was like, God damn, Like, this is fucking, and this this is, they're so good. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, once I find a thing I like about your establishment, that's pretty much all I'm going to buy. The rest of your menu could be whatever. I don't care. I'm buying what I want, and I don't give a shit about the rest of your menu. It means nothing to me.
I made a huge sacrifice the second day.
Yeah,
Huge sacrifice. I didn't get the chorizos, which were amazing.
Yeah.
But I was so full the first day, and I knew today we were actually going to have to work.
Yeah.
That I was like, if I've just got a gut full of pork and eggs.
That's no good. That's no good.
In this Florida heat, in the summertime, and the humidity, and I was like, so I just got, and again, like you, I was like, well, this was a home run.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna, try something else. Let's do this again, so we have a good day.
Yeah.
I don't want to play like experimentation now. Let's see what else you got.
But this food was so good, I would go and start experimenting. Like, next time I go, I'm like, okay, I want to try this.
But I just wanted to make.
Yeah.
That's because we now know.
Yeah.
But by getting the same thing twice, that it wasn't an aberration.
And we
weren't both like hypnotized.
Yeah, we got all different things.
So I only got the omelet again and fucking bacon, and I ended up giving you guys bacon again because I was getting so full and finished.
And that bacon,
they throw like 7 pieces, and you're thinking like, oh, that's not a lot, but they're like giant.
They're huge, man,
and they're like 1/4 inch thick after being cooked.
And these ones, like the first day, those. They'd been sitting for a while.
But they were still good.
They were still fantastic, but they'd been sitting for a while. They were so good. They were so good aged that you knew how good they would be. Fresh.
Yeah.
It's like a McDonald's French fry, always fucking phenomenal.
What happened was you could see it was busier that day.
Yeah.
And it's because we got there earlier.
Yeah, we were waiting in line.
Thursday we were held up.
The guy in front of me.
Uh-huh.
Fucking big black guy. He got 4 beefs, like 2 chickens, and he got some oatmeal.
Were you starting to have that donut panic?
I was like, and listen, man,
the guy. It's okay if guy that I didn't see. 5 minutes ago took the last one, but if the guy in front of me took the last one,
and I was sizing him up, and I'm like, I can't take him. Like, he wins.
He ain't catching those hands.
No, he ain't catching these hands, man. Yes, sir. You get to have all the ones you want. I'll just cry.
I'll figure shit out.
Yeah, I'll make it work. So, yeah, man. It's fantastic. First off, this is like the first year in the last couple that I can remember where 9:30 in the morning, I'm like, fuck this heat. Like, it's abysmal. Like, by the time like 2 o'clock rolls around,
I'll tell you, when it's just the sun and it's blazing hot and it hasn't rained all day, but it's hot as balls.
Yeah,
it's not nearly as bad.
Like right after a rain,
as when it rains, and then all that water's evaporating. The sun's hitting you. You're like,
there's no wind
it's
because
a combination.
The storm just went by.
It's a combination because you fucking not only are you sweating, but also all that evaporating water is sticking to you and condensation or whatever it is. And so you don't know whether you're like half sweating, you're half just accumulating water from the vapor in the air, and you just feel disgusting.
It's 90 degrees. There's no wind. You've got 100-something% fucking humidity outside. For people that like don't understand,
literally, you just wave your hand through the air and it's moist.
It really is true. Like we will get out of a vehicle, walk over, look down at a backflow, look up, and there's sweat coming from our fucking temples. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah, we didn't even do anything yet. We didn't turn a wrench.
And like, our job isn't really that physical and demanding most days.
Except when it is.
Except when it is. But most days it's not. No. And this is not one of those days. I mean, this was a normal day. And it was just like by the time we were done, we were just like, dear God, let it be over.
Right.
And we didn't really do anything really physically demanding.
Not really.
Just get in and out of a vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck Florida. but all those wonderful gas station oases, I'm all about that, man. Like, I'm now down to like accepting Belle Glade. I'm not doing that in Belle Glade. Just not doing that.
I don't remember if the one or two we went into even had that kind of shit.
They barely had service, buddy.
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine.
But it's also because I don't think those were. I'm gonna slide into talking about ethnicities for a second, but those were Arab-run places, and I don't think there's enough of a community there to sell that stuff. Whereas, like the places I'm talking about, like when we went to Forest Grill, when we went to this, those are Hispanic establishments. Plenty of Hispanics here that even if every gringo showed no interest, they're gonna fucking do business every day. So I think that was part of it.
That was kind of incredible to me, by the way.
What?
Because Belle Glade is not known for its diversity, I would say.
Yeah, but I mean, let's dip our toe in stereotypes. Gas stations are owned by people that
enough.
aren't the usual population of white people in like a place like Belle Glade where
Meth. I got meth.
Yeah, meth heads and whatever.
So there's marijuana fields out there, but I'm
sure they're not visible from the highway. Okay, I'm sure they're tucked back.
There's got to be at least one dude who's brazen enough to put it like his front lawn.
Where John Q. Law isn't gonna just.
Dude, I don't think John Q. Law gives a fuck there.
Well, he might be taking a cut.
He might be the one growing it.
Getting his beak wet a little bit.
That's one of those. Belle Glade is like one of those towns where like Trimmers happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. I just saw you look at the donuts.
Okay, I don't know how fuck long we've been talking, but we need to try these fucking donuts.
Oh, almost an hour.
I know,
and they've been just sitting here.
They've been teasing.
Hold on, let me do this. Let me open the camera and just take a picture of those things because they're very pretty.
They are pretty. So I will say this: physical. The presentation is phenomenal. Like these donuts are too good for dating.
I feel like you just got to work your way up. You're not going to work your way back down to a glazed donut. There's just no way.
Glazed donuts last.
And I'm not. Is it? Why?
What? You want to start at the glazed?
Yeah. Go from plainest to fanciest.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the glazed. Now I've kind of already had the glazed. Just this time it'll be without bacon and eggs. That's a fucking phenomenal donut.
Okay.
That's a phenomenal donut.
I mean, it's hard to fuck up a glazed donut. I feel like
it's cakey enough without it being like a cake donut.
Uh-huh.
It's fluffy. Plenty of air.
Is there enough frosting on it? Or glaze?
And the glaze.
It's not frosting, right? It's just sugar glaze.
And the glaze is even over all surfaces.
Okay.
I was for a glazed donut. That's a damn good.
Does it have a
donut.
flavor to it?
Oh yes,
like hint of lemon or a hint of
like a hint of vanilla.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That was a good donut. Now, time we're gonna move up to the cinnamon.
I'm just enjoying watching you. See, I never understood a cinnamon donut.
Why not?
Ever in my life, a plain donut or a cinnamon one.
I love like cinnamon pretzels are like my downfall. So I love cinnamon coated shit. Okay. Like
well, that's cinnamon sugar. I suppose it's just cinnamon
sugar, whatever.
Yeah.
No. You don't just eat cinnamon. Yeah, you need the fucking sugar there.
I throw cinnamon in like my coffee or my or in your chili. It's good in chili. To be honest with you, I don't know. So. I don't know if this is good for the podcast since we're just audio, but watching you just like eat donuts.
I'm giving you an honest review though.
It's kind of fascinating.
An honest review. And
this will drive people nuts to hear chewing. There are certain people that are just can't handle that.
Wow, that's a real sharp cinnamon flavor. Like I can feel a little bit of heat with that. I like that.
Really?
Yeah. That's it's almost more cinnamon than sugar. The donut still perfect. And wow. Yeah, there's a little bit of a bite to that.
A little heat, huh?
Yeah. That was surprising.
Wouldn't expect that.
That was
maybe that would make a good sandwich.
Oh, you want me to break off a piece for you?
No, I don't want any.
Oh, okay.
I don't want any. I'm recovering from eating bad yesterday.
All right, so do we do peanut butter and jelly or tuxedo?
And by the way, eating bad yesterday didn't stop at the Ale House. I just want to let you know that
I heard it mention Chinese food.
Yeah, and the Chinese food place also has Japanese food. So I
need that menu before you leave because that might be dinner tonight for me.
So I got like sushi, like a thing of 20 sushi rolls, and or pieces of sushi roll, and then I also got like an order of like fried dumplings.
Jesus Christ, man!
I felt so sick. I woke up this morning and my back was hurting, my hands were hurting.
I want everyone to know. So like, just to put this in perspective, I'm an animal when it comes to like food. I'm just fucking like whatever I eat like I'm fucking 10 years old, and like there's no consequences to any of my fucking dietary actions.
The hell there aren't.
But I'm usually always high when I make these decisions.
Yeah.
Ben doesn't do drugs.
I mean, I do.
But you don't make any decisions based, like you don't get high and go, all right, now it's time to order half the menu of a Chinese restaurant
No.
and make bad decisions. No, you make these bad decisions. You look at that shit and you're like, let's go.
I just go, listen, it's like if I'm going to commit, I'm going to commit. If today's the day I'm going to eat bad food, then let's eat all of the bad food.
I mean,
get it all in at once.
It's fucking impressive, man. It's fucking impressive.
I'm still fighting off the urge to make it a 2-day venture.
Are we
not going with you to the donut place when you invited me to go to the donut place with you?
Yeah, that was surprising.
Was a big step because I knew if I went, I couldn't have just been a voyeur. I would have had to have gotten something.
Like me when you saw
it's bad enough you brought them over here, and I've got it. I'm sharing the same air as them.
You would have been like me the second you saw there was a breakfast sandwich. You were like, "Oh fuck."
Oh yeah. I would have had the that's true. I see because I'm not a big dessert person.
Yeah.
But I've had enough of those like carnival burgers where it's a bacon cheeseburger.
Do you know what I love?
Between two Krispy Kremes, and so I would have definitely tried a breakfast sandwich.
You know what I love? I love how donuts are considered breakfast.
Well, it's a pastry. It's a breakfast pastry. You know?
It's just nonsense. There's no like
It's our fucking logo for our breakfast club.
I know, there's no nutritional.
We
value.
don't have an egg. We don't have. we have little hints. We have little things that are suggestion of bacon on the logo.
Yeah, we've got the big.
But we've got a fork, a spoon,
and a Simpsons donut.
Fucking donut.
Simpsons
it's
donut.
It's not cereal.
Yeah.
It's not French toast. It's not pancakes. It's not any of not eggs. Yeah.
All right. So, are we doing PB&J or tuxedo next?
I don't give a fuck.
All right, we'll do PB&J. All right. So, I got this one because I had a full dozen and I had like 3 donuts left.
PB&J, I assume they mean grape jelly?
I
mean, we're going to find out. But it also looks like it's sat in chocolate.
It is sat in chocolate. I just noticed that. So it's like
and got almonds on it.
And
then drizzled with more chocolate, and then it's got a squeeze of chocolate frosting on top.
I guess that's Nutella. Oh, it's got a little almond right there too.
Maybe it's Nutella. I don't know. It looks like that might be a multi-bite deal because you're not even grabbing the middle thing. Or is it like peanut flavored donut with jelly in it? You look confused. This might be a 2-biter. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this one out, man.
Does it taste like PB&J?
It's like a peanut buttery cake.
Yeah, so like a peanut butter flavored donut. I didn't think they squirted peanut butter and jelly in it.
But there's no jelly. It's chocolate. It tastes like.
Did you bite deep enough to get a?
I mean,
maybe you.
That's pretty fucking deep, man.
Maybe you misread it. Oh no, that's not even like a donut that you would fill with something. It's a regular donut that's circular.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you misread.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's good.
Maybe you misread it.
No, it's good. Yeah, maybe. Listen, man. I was like.
That looks more like a Reese's piece, like a Reese's cut kind of thing, where it's peanut butter and chocolate.
You know what? That's way more what it tastes like.
I don't. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's got jelly. Any jelly involvement at all.
And the shaved almonds are real fresh. That's good.
Yeah. They're not out of a bag that's been sitting on a. See now, you've picked up the tuxedo donut, and that looks like the kind of donut that's filled with something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a small bite out of the bow to see what this is all about.
It's got to be a cookie. Maybe it's a dog. Wouldn't it be funny if it was like a dog piss?
Solid chocolate.
It's solid chocolate,
Holy shit!
like an Easter bunny.
It is like a fucking. This is a big bow. This bow's like 3.5 inches wide, like an inch,
Across.
No, it was about 1.5 inches wide, about 3.5 inches across.
Yeah,
It's about
and like a
almost like
like
half inch or so thick.
yeah.
This is a fucking fair amount of chocolate
That's
right
a big.
here.
That's It's like a chocolate bar.
All right, well,
That's
shit.
big. That's more chocolate than you get in one of those little like single serving candy bars that you give out at Halloween.
Yeah.
It's bigger than one of those.
All right, wow. All right, let's take a big bite out of
Yeah,
this.
just bite the body out of that fucker. Huh? You always make a confused face when you first start chewing.
Oh, there's cream in here.
Yeah, what did you think? Otherwise, it would be like circular with the hole in it. Is it like? See, one of the donuts I like from like Dunkin' and like some of those places are those powdered ones that are filled with like vanilla frosting and chocolate frosting. The frosting's on the inside of it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe because that's a black and white cookie kind of one that it would have like vanilla or chocolate
It's
frosting.
got vanilla in it.
Yeah.
It's
It's not a cream,
That's like a cream.
or is it a frosting?
No, it's like a cream.
Oh. You don't look like that's a winner for you. Being the fanciest of the bunch.
So-
Almost the fanciest of the bunch.
So each donut had a real distinct taste, texture. Everyone kind of like you, like you. Every bite I took of every donut, I could tell what I was. I mean, this really kind of felt bland.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Like
that's fair.
I'm not like it's not bad. It's just like once the chocolate frost, because I bit in a half chocolate, half vanilla, and once the exterior frosting, like the middle cream,
Nothing.
didn't really do much for the flavor. And I love the big fucking bow tie, but for what it costs, it's the most expensive at $6. So for $6, I mean,
It's a $6 donut with $3.50 of flavor.
fucking $3 of fucking chocolate on it, man.
Yeah.
And you're spending more money on just that. You're probably spending more money just on the fucking bow tie. Honestly, the peanut butter jelly one surprised me, although it tastes more like a Reese's.
I think you got the name of that one wrong. I'm gonna have to look at the menu.
I might have. The cinnamon sugar one was really interesting because it's very rare that the cinnamon is that overpowering. You get a little bit of heat with it. I like that, and it was a good glazed donut.
What? I saw that you didn't. You only brought 4 over. I saw that your wife sent me pictures of them, and I saw
there's
one.
a tiramisu one.
Yeah, I'm sure that's good. Did you see?
She got the pistachio one.
Is that the one with the green frosting?
And she really liked it.
Yeah, I figure I would have liked that one too.
Yeah.
And what else was there? I'm looking.
We're putting over this fucking donut
Tiramisu.
shop, man.
Yeah, whatever.
No, good donuts,
the
man.
funny thing is, and here's the irony. I'm looking at a photo of 12 donuts.
Mm-hmm.
The irony is, of the 4 you tasted, the one that you kind of gave the weakest opinion of is the one you got the most of. You got 3 of those.
We got one. She got one because she wanted one. We got one for her dad, and then one for me.
I'm just saying because
Yeah.
I see that there's like 2 cinnamons, 2 glazed.
Yeah.
Then there's 2, maybe the tiramisus. Then there's
I was most excited by the way.
there's a pistachio. There's that peanut butter jelly one, which is not peanut butter and jelly. I'm gonna just assume it's peanut butter and chocolate. And then there's one other one that I don't know what it is, but that has like chunks of something in it down here at the bottom.
Hold on. I've got the menu right here.
All right.
So
the funny thing is that for you not liking the For you not liking the tuxedo one that much.
And the tuxedo one was the one I was
Three
most
of the
excited
12.
about.
3 of the 12 are tuxedo donuts.
I was most excited about the tuxedo. So we had the OG, which is the original glazed. It's 24-hour raised brioche. Brioche. I almost got brioche. What the fuck's wrong with me? Vanilla bean and buttermilk glaze. Fantastic. Fucking, that's a great glazed donut. Cinnamon sugar's the same brioche coated in crunchy sugar blended with cinnamon and spice. Oh,
Spice.
Oh, fuck. They fucking threw it on us.
Dude, they Colonel Sandered you. They didn't even say what the fucking spice
That's
was.
fantastic. Now it's going to be the big
It's
mystery.
a secret.
Oh, my God. We get the baked almond joy. That's that one. The one.
Yeah, that one's probably good.
Baked vanilla and almond and coconut donut, coconut.
I'm not
milk
a coconut
ganache,
guy.
and
Never
roasted almonds.
I'm not a coconut guy.
The banana fritter was a 24-hour raised.
You didn't get that.
No, I'm not a banana guy, man. But it's got fucking all kinds of shit on it. The pistachio is the roasted pistachio and rose glaze. Edible rose petals from Natalia. Love that.
That
The-
just sounds like a
The
gimmick.
tiramisu's got the espresso, cocoa dust, and fucking the mousse.
Fucking the moose.
Fucking the mousse.
The fucking the moose.
The fucking the mousse. No, it is PB&J Chef Max's way, 24-hour raised brioche, raspberry blackberry jam, peanut butter mousse,
Where's the jam?
and glazed peanut brittle.
Where's the jam, though?
I don't understand. There's
Lift the hood on that thing.
Is there jam under there?
No.
No.
Maybe they fucked you. Maybe they forgot the jam.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
No.
No.
That's chocolate.
Yeah.
All right, so it sounds like
There's a fucking mystery there.
sounds like someone.
It's a good donut. It's just there's no PB&J-ness to it. It's more like a peanut butter, like
chocolate.
Reese's.
There's a lot of chocolate on it.
Yeah, it's like a Reese's. The Tuxedo Old Fashioned. It's a Father's Day special. Black and white tuxedo dip 24-hour raised donut stuffed bourbon and brown sugar pastry cream with bits of candied orange zest, all topped with a dark chocolate bow tie. And then they have bag of donut holes.
Yeah,
The breakfast sandwiches. There's sausage, cheddar cheese and egg. That might have been good.
salchicha.
And they had a coffee bar too. They had cinnamon toast crunch lattes. Which
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm sure their coffees are like
Yeah,
$18.
and you get donut holes and shit. Sweet Alchemy Confectionery. I'm a fan.
Mhm.
And what I'm gonna do probably is when I go back, I'll eat them in reverse order. That way, tuxedo is first. My palate will be fresh, and I'll be able to enjoy it better. I think.
You just need some seltzer water.
Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ! Oh, that's disgusting. Fucking seltzer water.
Yeah.
So there we go. The donut tasting.
I don't know what else we had to talk about, but I feel like I'm
It was really food based too.
I'm
I
really
liked it.
fucking hungry, and I want to call it a day.
Yeah, I gotta go to Home Depot and shit. I got shit to do. So
All right. Well, you take your donuts and get the fuck out of here, because I'm like 30 seconds away from ordering a pizza, and not one of those bullshit keto crust pizzas either.
Are we shining down on? We're not shining down on keto crust anymore.
I tried like I tried it like 3 times from Blaze
It
Pizza,
just wasn't doing
and
it.
I thought maybe, just like the
Yeah.
gas station we ate at, like let's see
Yeah.
if it's an aberration. And so I tried it again and again, and it was like, no, the crust sucks every time.
Yeah.
It's more of how do you cover it up. The first one, they didn't put enough like the base. I instead of red sauce, because I assumed that had sugar in it, they had a pesto sauce, and that wasn't. It was like they just skimped on it. It was like there wasn't any sauce on the pizza. So the next time I tried the white sauce, and then it was just more about like how much shit you could pile on it, so that you didn't taste the crust. And so that's not really the point of the exercise.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting a keto crust pizza because I want to have pizza, but I don't want to eat all those carbs. But this ain't fucking working. It's like you may as well have just melted all this shit on the lid of the fucking box, and I just eat the fucking box as the crust. and those pizzas are all like, it's all gimmick.
Yeah.
It's these thin fucking crusts.
That's why I get the high rise, man.
It's thin fucking crust, so the travel time when they
Yeah.
deliver it, since I'm not eating it there, of like 20,
It's just like a
25
bunch of
minutes.
melted cheese and
it's-
toppings on a fucking.
It's ice fucking cold.
Yeah,
And also because the size of pizzas are like 10, 11 inches.
Yeah.
And then you look at the fucking thing, and after the delivery and everything else, you're like, I paid $20 for a fucking cold, thin fucking pizza that didn't even taste that good.
Yeah.
And now I got to go find something to eat. I got to actually find something that's going to make me full. So fuck Blaze Pizza. Fuck the Ale House. Fuck the racism. Fuck the
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
fuck the B. Brian Blair. All of them. I was morphing into the chic there.
All right, let's morph into being productive.
Well,
citizens.
I have no intentions of being productive the rest of the day.
Well, you gotta get food.
But I might
That's productive to the
I
stomach.
might produce a pizza in an hour and then regret not getting the donuts since I done fucked up the day anyways.
Oh, maybe I'll save you one.
No, don't do that.
Okay, buddy.
Bye.